Lake Guntersville is one of the best bass lakes in the country, consistently year after year, making it, in my opinion, the best bass lake in the country. Let's dive into why this lake is so good. What are the factors in case you've been here before, you're going to make a trip back, you've never been here, it's on your bucket list, or you had a tough time when you came and you want to redeem yourself. So let's give you all the reasons that make this lake God's gift to bass fishermen. So the current is a big factor. The current is controlled by the TVA, that's the Tennessee Valley Authority. This is a Tennessee River impoundment. And the current is a major factor because this is a grass lake. It consistently has grass year after year. And the current is so important because when that grass dies in the winter, that current will suck it off the bottom and out of the system. Now that's important because any grass lake that doesn't have current, when that grass dies, it goes to the bottom, turns into mud, and ruins a lot of the spawning areas. Guntersville's spawning areas stay clean for the reason of the current. Now the current also pushes a lot of food to those fish. There's a lot of obvious reasons that current makes fishing good. But the big thing is keeping those spawning flats clean. Now, Tennessee River lakes sometimes have grass, sometimes they don't. Guntersville always has grass. That is so important. The grass is one more level to the food chain. There's so many more things that can live in that grass that just help boost the whole fishery. The grass is also great for the spawn, gives them more places to hide, gives them more places to ambush when they're feeding. So the grass is a major factor. Anyone that knows the other lakes on the Tennessee River knows that the grass on Guntersville is one of, if not the factor that sets it above all the other lakes that are on the Tennessee River. Now we also have massive spawning flats that a few of the other lakes on the Tennessee River don't have. We have big bars on the river, and then we have massive creeks, tons of spawning area, more than most of the other Tennessee River lakes. Now, the other Tennessee River lakes, like Pickwick or Kentucky Lake, that do have good amounts of spawning area, have a deterrent that Guntersville doesn't have, and that is the winter drawdown period and how much the water fluctuates on those other lakes. Now, Kentucky Lake, Pickwick, they've had their day. Those are phenomenal fisheries. I'm not going to take anything from any of the Tennessee River fisheries. They're all phenomenal. I've been to all of them, and in my opinion, they're all worth the trip. But here's the deal with the winter drawdown and how much the water fluctuates on those lakes. If you have a bunch of fish that are ready to spawn, the moon's right, the water temp's right, and those fish go and start their spawn, and the bottom of the lake falls out, they drop the water down 2 or 3 feet, you will ruin that week of spawning. And sometimes they will miss out on full years of spawns, so you will miss out on a whole year of size class fish. Now, Guntersville doesn't fluctuate nearly as much as those other lakes that I'm referring to. Guntersville stays very consistent. It doesn't fluctuate more than a foot to a foot and a half, and rarely does it ever go 2 feet. That's an extreme. So keeping those water levels consistent is very important when it comes to the spawn. So Guntersville, always on that top 10 list, consistently, always great, despite how much fishing pressure we get. So if you do make a trip here, the weekends do get a little crowded on this lake because the secret is out. Everyone knows about this lake. But during the week can be a whole lot better. Try to make your trip, if you can, during the week. That's when the fishing has a little less pressure. Those fish are a little easier to catch. You're going to be the first bait presented to them on certain spots. On the weekends, that's a really hard thing to do. So check out Lake Guntersville if you haven't, or if you need to come back, come back. We are ready to catch big fish right now. It's about to be April, and this is when the lake really turns on. So thanks for watching, guys. Good luck to you, and I'll see you on the water.